Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
The hair samples we have are all reddish-brown.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering if you'd heard of a Black Wolf in general.
Hold on. Here is this.
What?
Missing persons case. A runaway teenaged girl. It happened in 1989 in a town called Kirschel, in the Nationalpark Bayerischer Wald, Bavarian National Forest. Oh, I just thought I remembered something. It was a sad case, you know. She was very pretty. Ah, yes. Here it is.
What?
There was a supposed witness, an old lady who lived on the edge of town near the woods. She says she saw the girl go into the woods the night she disappeared, says the wolf got her.
The wolf?
The old lady had been complaining for some time about a huge black wolf in the woods, but no one believed her. She was verrückt, crazy.
No one else ever saw the thing?
Hadn't been any wolves in those woods for 50 years.
So there was probably nothing to it.
That's what I thought at the time. Of course, that was years before this case. Never heard of wolf attacks back then.
That's all I wanted to know.
Good. We discuss you now, yes?
I guess.
You want to tell me, or do I have to ask?
I'm investigating the murder of Tony Yuba for her parents.
Why?
I'm an investigator. That's what I do.
You're an American PI?
You could say that.
And how did the Hubers end up hiring you?
Mutual friends?
I see. And this evidence you have?
A paw print and some hair samples from the Yuba farm. I spoke with some folks at the zoo as well.
All right, Mr. Knight. I don't know how the police deal with you in America, but in this country, we don't like civilian interference.
I understand.
If you hear something, you come to me. If you see something, you come to me. And under no circumstances are you to speak with the press. You do. And I'll have your passport.
You wouldn't like it. It was a bad hair day.
I am quite serious.
I swear, not a word.
All right. I can't stop you from investigating. But stay out of our way.
Quiet as a shadow. That's me. I'm gonna take off.
Stay out of trouble.
Of course.
Hello?
Hello. My name is Knight. I'm an American associate of Herr Grossberg's.
Yes? I was just calling the people in Herr Grossberg's address book to notify them. Have you heard that Herr Grossberg has...
Yes, I know about his death.
Yes, I'm sorry. Would you mind giving me your name again so I can check you off the list?
Knight.
Ella Hoffman. I'm not finding you.
Could you check under Vaughn? It's Vaughn night.
Oh, so, yes, von. Von Eigner, von Frank, von Stein. You're not under Vaughn either.
Excuse me, did you say Von Agner?
Yes?
Do you know Von Agner?
I don't know him. I don't know most of Grossberg's business contacts.
Grossberg knew him.
If this is about money, you're out of luck. All the accounts are locked until someone comes in and takes over. Besides, there's nothing in them anyway.
Really? Well, could you just look up an account balance for me?
I can't. The address book is all I have. The police have taken Herr Grossberg's ledgers.
Oh, well, thank you.
Goodbye.
I'd better make sure Gracie keeps busy. Elsewhere. Gracie, you decided to come over. That's great. Good and tag and all that. Thanks for finding the werewolf book. About Ludwig II, you know, I think you might have something there. Ubergrau says there are 2 places you should check out. Ludwig had a castle called New Swan something, and there's a museum about him at Year in Chemistry. Something like that. I really think you should spend some time looking into it. Don't worry. Things are going very smoothly this time around. I've tracked a suspect to a hunt club run by a man named Von Glauer. He seems okay, but I'm sure there's something going on with at least one of the others. I'll be finished soon. Gabriel.
Neuschwanstein. Ludwig lived from 1845 to 1886. He built 3 castles. Wagner seems to have had a major effect on Ludwig's life. The entire castle is decorated on themes from classical heroic German dramas, a taste Ludwig shared with composer Richard Wagner. In fact, most of the stories illustrated at Neuschwanstein are ones Wagner wrote operas about. Ludwig was bankrupted after spending extravagantly on construction. Ludwig and his whole family were devout Catholics. His private chapel contains images of the Black Madonna of Altötting, Mary figure, and St. Louis of France. He apparently had a thing for the French monarchy, but at one point had all the Louis images in all of his castles covered up. Mean something? Ludwig was really into swans and lilies. They represented purity and majesty. Later in life, he became more and more reclusive. Didn't even want servants to look at him. Weird. Ludwig wanted his castles destroyed after his death. I wonder why. Ludwig studied the occult. Also, he withdrew from his state duties, wanted to be a real king, but didn't have much power under Prussia. There are paintings in the Singers' Hall portraying scenes from an unknown story, scenes involving a wolf. More than that, the story looks like a werewolf story to me. Plus, these paintings aren't the original paintings. Ludwig had these put in later, covering the old ones up. Perhaps I'm letting my imagination overrun my objectivity. What story are these scenes from? Why did Ludwig have a sudden affinity with a wolf? Possible werewolf story.